Imagine a weapon so powerful that it could strike fear into the hearts of anyone within miles of its fire. Now picture this weapon, designed in the final years of the Cold War, still in action today decades later. What makes this artillery so special that nations continue to rely on it even in modern combat? Join us in today's video as we take a closer look at the 152mm 2A65 MSTA-B towed howitzer, a weapon with a history that stretches back to the 1980s but remains a key player in the most intense battles of today. Stay with us as we uncover the secrets behind its enduring power and why it's still in use, especially in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Trust us, you don't want to miss this story. Keep watching as we reveal all you need to know about one of the most formidable artillery systems ever made. In the closing years of the Cold War, when tensions between the Soviet Union and the West were reaching their peak, military engineers were working tirelessly on weapons that would make their respective nations stand out in any future conflict. Among those weapons was the 152mm 2A65 MSTA-B towed howitzer, a piece of artillery that would go on to serve many countries for decades. Developed by the Central Design Bureau, Titan, between 1976 and 1986, the 2A65 was designed to be a conventional artillery piece with one major focus: firepower. But it wasn't just the sheer strength of its blast that made this weapon stand out, it was the thoughtfulness behind its design. Built on a twin-wheeled, split-trail carriage, this towed howitzer was both powerful and mobile, making it an ideal choice for a variety of military operations. The gun itself weighs about 15,000 pounds, making it a relatively lightweight piece of artillery for its caliber. While this weight may sound like a lot, it's a fraction of what you'd expect from a weapon that's capable of firing shells with such devastating power. To put this into perspective, imagine the force of a cannonball but with the precision and range of modern artillery. And speaking of precision, the 2A65 can fire its high-explosive He shells up to an astonishing 18 miles. That's roughly the length of 300 football fields. The muzzle velocity of 2,720 feet per second ensures that each shell travels with incredible speed, hitting its target in a fraction of the time you might expect. But the 2A65 is not limited to just He shells. It has been engineered to handle various other types of ammunition, including anti-infantry rounds, chemical shells, and even nuclear projectiles. This makes it an adaptable weapon, capable of responding to a wide array of threats. The weapon's versatility doesn't stop there. With a firing range that spans from -3.5 degrees to +70 degrees in elevation and a 28-degree traversal from its centerline, the 2A65 can strike targets across a wide arc, ensuring that it can be used in nearly any tactical situation. Despite its power, the 2A65 doesn't fire recklessly. It's designed for precision, and its rate of fire is quite impressive. When operating at full burst, it can fire up to 8 rounds per minute, an almost continuous barrage of high-powered shells. Let's now turn to the question of who uses this mighty weapon. The 2A65 has been widely adopted by countries that were once part of the Soviet Union, as well as those that share similar military interests. Russia, for example, is the largest operator of the weapon, with around 750 units in its arsenal. But it's not just Russia. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Georgia, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine also use the 2A65, making it a weapon that spans borders and remains vital to the defense of these nations. Export versions of the 2A65 also exist, such as the M390, which shares the same core design but is customized for different markets. There is also a version called the MZEK-146-1, which includes a fume extractor for cleaner firing, making it easier for troops to operate in less than ideal conditions. NATO calls the 2A65 the M1987 in reference to its introduction year, and many military analysts agree that it's one of the most reliable pieces of artillery ever produced by the Soviet Union. But its legacy doesn't stop with the countries that use it. This weapon has earned a reputation as a symbol of Soviet artillery design, standing shoulder to shoulder with other legendary weapons of the era. The 2A65's continued presence on the battlefield is not just a reflection of its design excellence but also its real-world utility. One of the most recent and high-profile uses of the 2A65 has been in the war in Donbass, a conflict that erupted in 2014 between Russia and Ukraine. Both sides in the conflict have utilized the 2A65, making it a key player in this ongoing struggle. The heavy artillery exchanges in this region have often seen the 2A65 roar into action, with its shells raining down on targets across the rugged terrain of eastern Ukraine. Despite the political and military complexities of the situation, the 2A65 remains a constant in these battles. Its role in the war in Donbass demonstrates just how timeless and versatile this weapon really is. For both Russian and Ukrainian forces, the 2A65 is more than just a piece of equipment. It's a symbol of firepower, precision, and endurance. As we reflect on its place in history, it's clear that the 2A65 MSTA-B has endured because of its adaptability, power, and the thoughtful engineering behind it. What started as a Cold War-era design has evolved into a tool used by multiple nations to this day. Whether it's delivering devastating firepower or providing support in modern conflicts, this artillery piece shows no sign of fading into obsolescence anytime soon. As we've seen, the 152mm 2A65 MSTA-B towed howitzer isn't just another weapon from the past. It's a testament to the enduring power of great military engineering. From its design in the final years of the Cold War to its continued use in modern-day conflicts, the 2A65 is an artillery piece that has stood the test of time. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button for more deep dives into military history and weaponry. Your support helps us create more content like this, bringing you stories about the tools that shape the course of history. Have any thoughts or questions about the 2A65? Drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you and discussing these incredible pieces of military history. And if there's another weapon you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more exciting stories with you. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world of military technology.